slicing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Let's go now. White 50, white 50. Hey. Ready. White 22.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Sonic.
Second down, Winston. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Jameis to throw it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Quaker Omaha. Rhino!
Following the interception, Cousins. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Black. Black, 82.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Open space inside the 10, and he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now they'll run. Murray. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Third and goal, Gurley. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So our initial drive of the night ends in 3 points. Maybe not exactly what this home crowd wanted, but they'll take the early lead.
They will take it. You're exactly right. Everybody wants a touchdown. But in this case, good opening drive, put points on the board, and a lot of coaches do believe that the first team to score in the game, statistically, often ends up the winner.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run. This is Cohen. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Gun.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's 3 yards. A 1st down throw for Winston. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Cohen. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Winston. catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't.
And, Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Yellow, reach in there. Yellow.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Hey, receiver. Through.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And Robinson with a big catch. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, flipper.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. That's gonna be caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aldrick Robinson, 39 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Bailey now to kick this one away. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Onto the field now come the Bears. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort. On 1st and 10, Winston. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Now Winston. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to... And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Khalil Mack's starting to get a really big-time reputation as a pass rusher, and rightly so. So explosive off the edge, getting to the quarterback. But he doesn't neglect his run duties as well. How about that tackle right there? Such a package he has, able to play the run and the pass so well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. They go play action here on 1st down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Gun.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
Gun.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Lucky 48. Burns.
Cousins again. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Cousins on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Gurley's got the 1st down and then some. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Todd Gurley, 22 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
And with it flagged down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Working out of the gun, Winston. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Taken from just outside the 30. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Cousins now from the 50. Escaping the pressure right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Play action now, Cousins. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
We're going. We're going. Let's go. Black. Through. Like that.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up. Now loose football. The ball comes out. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. Following the interception, Winston forced out to his left. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. This is Cohen. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Yo. We're going. Let's go.
Cousins to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. He sets to fire deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play for the Vikings on third down. 52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Bring the energy. Rhino!
Off the play fake, Cousins. Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half...
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Linval Joseph breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Winston now. And he's going to go down again.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Third and long for Winston. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. Jameis now on first down. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Cohen. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
To throw, Winston. And Miller with it over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the third.
Ready.
Throwing again. Winston on second and 10. Going up top. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line. And they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Everson Griffin in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss. And that'll lead to a fourth down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On play action, Cousins. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got him in, complete. And all the way down to the 29. A play for the Vikings on third down. And even 50 yards. Play fake. Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Rhino! Black! Rhino!
Cousins. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long.
Rhino! We're going. Let's go.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Flush to his right. The 20. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Zebra! Move!
From the red zone now, Cousins. His throw incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Rhino! Rhino! Yellow!
Throwing, Cousins. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs from 19 yards away. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And now it's blocked. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go play action. Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Bears on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Winston. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Anderson Dejo. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Hey, 382, Liz, 50.
Following the interception, Cousins. Space to run past the 20. Left side caught by Diggs. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Let's go. Listen to me. First. Black.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Rudolph, and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Selma, man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 39. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and they take it away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Brent, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The Vikings on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Two. Black.
Here's Cousins. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Well, 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Oh, he shifts past him. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. and never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows, you may meet up with this team again.
Check nickel. White. White 10. White 10. White 10.
This is Howard on second down, and he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A give to Howard. Runs over it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Play action now. Winston. He's going to let it fly. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.